Remember to subscribe and share. If only in my dreams. It was Christmas Eve in Australia, and the town was full of festive cheer. In a cabin at the end of Falls Creek Road, Leon sat by an open window, drinking an ice-cold Cooper's, feeling melancholy. As a kid, he always loved Christmas, but this year, like last year, he just felt sad. His mother, Jackie, had passed away on the eve of her 81st birthday. COVID-19 had taken her during the pandemic, like many older Australians, and Christmas holidays since then felt empty without her smile and her homemade Christmas pudding and her stubborn ways. The world seemed a cruel place since she'd gone, and Leon felt more alone than ever this year. He sighed, adjusted his board shorts, and turned his attention to the Christmas tree in the shop window across the road, adorned with ornaments and flashing lights. He kicked his thongs off and walked to his suitcase, open on the bed, and took out a small wooden star his mother had hand-carved at Christmas when he was just a boy. Holding it up to the light, he whispered, "Wish you were here, Mum." He rested the wooden star against his heart and then tucked it away under his sweatshirt and shut his suitcase. Leon decided to go to bed early this Christmas and quickly finished his beer. He wrapped himself in his mother's old checkered scarf, the only thing of hers he'd kept, and closed his eyes. He drifted off, searching his unconscious mind for something, but he didn't know what, until finally he was fast asleep. As he dreamed, Leon saw himself as a little boy again, in a magical winter wonderland. Freshly fallen snow sparkled everywhere, and the sound of distant church bells rang in his ears. He trudged through the snow, feeling content, something he hadn't felt since before the crazy years of COVID. Suddenly, he saw a figure in the distance. A woman standing near Rocky Valley Lake, ice forming on her exposed fingers. Immediately recognizing her silhouette, it was his mother, Jackie, smiling over at him. "Mum," he cried, gliding across the snow and into her arms. She held him, and for a moment the pain inside him disappeared. "I've missed you so much," Leon whispered, tears running down his cheek. "Me too," Jackie replied, her voice comforting. "But I'm always here, Leon, in your dreams. All you need to do is hold the wooden star against your heart and say my name. I'll be there, I promise." They spent the night building a snowman, and when they were done, rested by a crackling fire, toasting marshmallows. It was the perfect Christmas Eve, just as he'd always dreamt it would be. At the first light of dawn, Jackie took Leon's hand and said, "Remember, I'm here, if only in your dreams." Leon woke up with a start, the sunshine piercing the curtain and striking his eyes. He looked around the chalet, half expecting to see his mother making him a cup of tea, but the room was empty, the clock ticking, the only sound. He smiled, opened his suitcase, and removed the wooden star, placing it beside the kettle. As he waited for the kettle to boil, he thought about his dream. It had felt so real, and had given him the strength to face Christmas Day alone. He went to the window and sat watching the town of Falls Creek wake up. Cheerful faces of early morning joggers reminded him that magic was in the air. "Merry Christmas," he shouted to a passerby and raised his cup of tea. Leon smiled, knowing somewhere his mother was watching over him. He sat by the window for the longest time, sipping tea. It felt good to be in Falls Creek Christmas Day, he thought to himself, then gently closed his eyes, 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 closed his eyes. Written and performed by Noel Anderson. If you enjoyed this podcast, Noel Anderson's 15 Minutes of Fame, remember to subscribe and share.